Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I've not long since picked up the Derek's cardigan to get a bit more of this done today. I've been quite a busy day today actually. I finished the mandala that I was doing for Pat. That's what I started off with this morning after I'd had my breakfast and doing whatever tidying up I had to do. And I've made a little video because it's already been posted. I knew I wouldn't get a video made until later on, so I made a little video just to show you how it looks. And as I didn't have enough of the cream for to do the scalloped edge all the way around, I was going to do have another cream, but it's not mercerized, and you can notice it. I did try it a little bit, done one or two stitches around, and it is noticeable because the mercerized has like sheen to it, but the ordinary cotton is just like matte, and it just did not look right. So I finished it off with one of the other colours, so it has a different scalloped edge to what the corsets have. So I'm going to stop the video and show you that before I do anything else. So that is the mandala finished, as well as the 4 coasters. And as I did not have enough of the cream to do the scalloped edge around here, but I thought as the coaster is exactly the same as the part in the middle, just this cream bit is different stitch, they're all petals around there where this is a scalloped edge. I thought it would be okay to put the I don't know what they call it, amber or whatever colour, or around the edge, because I do have a cream, but it's not mercerized. And if you think about paint, you know, where you get silk vinyl and matte vinyl, that's what it would have been like putting the cream, the other cream on here. It would have been, this is like silky, and that would have been matte. It wouldn't have looked right. But I did have enough of the cream just to do a little bit around the edge here. That was about as much as what I had. So I managed to do it around the edge with a little bit cream in before I put the scallop in. So I am just showing this little video by itself now, because well, by the time I do my video, it will be on its way to Pat, because I'm going to the post office in a few moments. So that was how it came out. And I really enjoyed doing the mandala as well as the coasters. Makes a change actually. I might do a few more because I do have a lot of other cotton. I have some other mercerized cotton, dark blue and like not beige but a bit deeper than beige, and I have got quite a lot of cotton actually. I have to sort it out and do maybe some more coasters and things like that with. But I also sold my last notion pouch today. It was on eBay. So maybe it's going to have to start doing some more of those. So, because I haven't got much left on my shop now. I only have, I think, a little 16-inch. Yes, a little 16-inch cardigan for a little boy with my latest pattern that I'm doing, the raindrop pattern, and I have a 22-inch sweater with little buttons, just little buttons up the front, a little for a little girl because it's pink and like a mixy colour with a lacy pattern on the front, and the like the mock rib round the rest of it, and an open moss stitch cardigan, 24-inch. The little sweater is a 22-inch. The moss stitch, the open moss stitch cardigan is a 24. And I have one child's little headband thing. That's all I've got left on the shop, because I was out shopping. I had one or two things to do today. That's the only reason why I've just picked this up. Not long ago, actually. It was quite a good day, so I did a little bit gardening first. After I finished the mandala, I did a little bit gardening, and then I went out shopping, which was when I posted the mandala and had a knitting pattern to post as well. And while I was out, I was in Aldi's, and I've just put a video up on my shopping channel, and my shopping channel is just gave me a notice this morning on YouTube telling me that it is monetized now. So it's gone through all the process of checking and everything, and it's monetized now. So if you're watching it, don't forget to click on an advert now and again, just to give me a little bit of revenue off it. So I put a video up from Aldi shopping haul. And then while I was shopping, when I was putting my shopping away, I don't usually bother looking at my phone till I get home. But for some reason, it made me look at my phone, and I had an order from eBay. One was with the Notion pouch, one of the little headbands I had done, and knitting pattern, I think it was. Usually I would have just went straight home, put my car in the garage and then checked my phone, but I'm glad I checked it first. So when I did get home, I just parked on my drive, just left all the shopping in my car, went straight in the house and put all those things up into the parcel and posted them off. Got back in my car and drove around to the post office, because after that work in the garden and all that, I did not fancy walking over to the post office. So I sent those off, and it's practically emptied my shop, actually. Apart from my patterns, the patterns are always there, because as soon as I sell a one, I replace it with another one. So the knitting patterns are always there. The same with my Etsy shop. If I sell a pattern or a PDF on Etsy, if I remember, I replace them straight away. So there's always one there for anyone that's looking. But anyway, the YouTube informed me today that my channel was monetized, now that I can start earning anything on it. But you know, they gave you a list of things that you can do. At one time, they just used to tell you it was monetized and that was it. You didn't have to do anything. You had to check your videos to make sure that the monetization was turned on all of them. And I've checked these ones and the monetization was on. But now they give you little things to click on. I had to click on that I wanted adverts on, like the short adverts and the other adverts, the ones you can't click off and all of those ones. And then they're expecting you to click on those things where, I don't know what you call it, where you get members on your channel. Now that's something I don't like, because you can have members on your channel and they have to pay so much. It's up to them. They can stop it if they want to, but you have to pay every month, certain amount every month. Well, the person who's got the channel doesn't get all that money. YouTube gets 30% of it, and the person who's clicked on the membership thing gets 70%. And I don't like that. I thought, why should people pay to see the videos when they're there free for anybody to watch? Why do you have to have a membership to pay? But I think it's a lot of people who have maybe don't get a lot. Like, I very lucky with my channels. I get quite a lot. YouTube pays me quite a lot every month. But I think there are some people who don't get very much from their channels, and the other ones that like to have those membership things and that. And then there's some people like Sophia. She's just put buy me a coffee on hers, And I did buy Sophia a coffee. And what I didn't like about that was it had one, I don't know how many other ones, if you clicked on the one, you have to click on one of those amounts. You can't just put in, or unless there's a way of doing it, I don't know. You can't just put in what you want to put in. And that one that I bought her one coffee, and it's equivalent to $5. I think it was £4 something came out of my account. And that's something else. You don't get that full amount. Those, whoever runs it that buy me a coffee, they get a percentage of it. Not something else I don't like, because I tried that one time and I had an awful lot of trouble with it. Probably been me, didn't click something right in it, but every time somebody bought me a coffee, I didn't get the money. It went to the buy me a coffee account, not my account. And I couldn't get it sorted, so I just said, I'm cancelling it. I just cancelled it and told them to refund everybody all the money that they paid. And I said, if anybody wanted to buy me a coffee, just put it in my PayPal account. At least nobody takes anything out of that but me, unless PayPal do. They have a fee if you don't put it to family and friends. If you put it to family and friends in PayPal, everything would come to me. But if people just do it ordinary, PayPal takes a fee out of whatever goes in. But it's still, I think it's still better than all the other. It's not 30% like what YouTube takes out. But anyway, that's me on another rant again, isn't it? But like I'm saying, I've been that busy today, I haven't had time to do much knitting. So I'm probably going to do what I'm doing of Derek's now. I'm probably going to carry on a little for maybe another couple of hours after I've had my tea before I start doing anything on my own. And I had an email today from HMRC, because I filled a form in on HMRC for to get to do with the tax thing in Ireland. It's Southern Ireland. As everybody on my video keeps telling me. I know I made a mistake and said that Dublin was in Northern Ireland, but it's not. And I keep getting messages telling me that. So I think I'm going to delete that video after I get my payment this month, because if I delete it before that, they'll take anything I've made off that video, will come off my money. So I'm going to wait till they pay me at first, and then I'm going to delete that video. Because I'm sick of people telling me that Dublin's not Northern Ireland. But that's it, you know. I know I'm pretty good at geography, but I got that wrong. That's when you don't live in these places, you don't know where everything is. Actually, since I've been selling knitting patterns, some of the addresses, the places that they go to, I've never even heard of before. Just shows you what happens when you know people start sending their addresses into things. But anyway, that's how much I've done. And I've changed to my circular needles, because with this being a big thing, I like to pull it out the length or the width it is, just to see how it's coming on, because you can't do that with what's on the needles, because it's all bunched up. And it was getting on my nerves, because there was a lot of stitches and the needle was resting on my arm like that when I was knitting, and all that stuff was bunched up and it was getting on my nerves. So I put it onto my circulars. I think I'll have to buy myself another pair of 4mm zing ones, so I can use two circulars like a pair of knitting needles. It's okay, it's not too bad, this, like at least when it starts getting longer, I'll be able to rest it on my knee while I'm busy knitting. So I'll just show you what else I've been doing. I did a little bit of this after I did the finished the mandala and that. I did a little bit more of that up until my lunchtime. After I had done a little bit garden, I came back in and a little bit of that, and I am up to the armholes now. So I've only got to finish it from the armholes up and then put the neck and the bands on, and that'll be one that's been in my bag for an awful long time. That one will be finished. And I did a little bit more. I never get very much knitting done of a night time, you know. It's a good job I don't do orders of a night time. It's only my own. A little bit more. I think I'm nearly up to the neck shaping. We have to do the neck shaping on here. But once I sit down after I've had my tea and that and start watching things, and apart from that, and then trying to keep my eyes open, like. So I know I was knitting away one time. I was doing some knitting and I think I dozed off halfway through, and I must have pulled the needle when I dozed off, and I pulled all the stitches off the needle. When I sort of woke myself up again, the needle was on my knee, but the knitting was on the floor. So I don't get very much knitting done of a night time, really, like. But never mind. Get on with this. At least when I finish the crochet things and that, when I finish that little pink cardigan, I'm going to start doing some more little ones, because I do have 2 more to do for to finish my knitting pattern off. And I have a pattern I had to write out for another lady that asked me about a pattern that she couldn't understand. For Jane, so I'll have to get that one written out for her. Well, I'm not writing the actual making a pattern, I'm just going to write out the instructions that's on the pattern so she can understand it. Just some of these patterns that you buy, some of them just aren't very easy to understand, especially if you're a new knitter. Oh, and I was telling you about the email I had from HMRC about the Irish tax thing that I have to fill in on my AdSense account. And they've sent me an email telling me they are sending me a letter with the proof that I have to send to Ireland, Google Ireland, for my tax thing. Only problem is, they explained in the letter that because they don't know for certain that I am still going to be a resident of the UK, they can only date it from the day they sent the email out, and it's going to take up to 10 days for the letter to get here, according. I don't know why it take up to 10 days. So I'm thinking to myself, well, Ireland wants to make sure that I'm going to be in the UK for the rest of my life. I suppose I will be. And I don't know how the tax works in Southern Ireland, because their tax year is different to ours. Theirs is from January to December. So, and I don't know how they take the tax from us. If they take tax from us, because if this thing doesn't get sorted, they'll be taking 30% tax from everything I've earned from January this year up to December. So that's probably when they're going to start taking it. And like I'm saying, if they do, I am going to demonetize my channels, because I am not going to pay 30% tax to Southern Ireland. And I know for a fact I will be paying some tax to my own country in the UK, because I have my tax returns to fill in for the last tax year, and I know for a fact I've only just scraped through without paying any tax this year, so I know for a fact I'm going to be paying tax next year. So I'm not going to be paying 30% to Ireland and 20% of whatever I have to pay in this country as well, which is so annoying. But I'll wait and see when this letter comes, and then I'll send it to a picture of it as proof to what I have to fill in on the AdSense account, and see whether they accept that. Because if they don't accept that, there's nothing else. That is something officially from HMRC that's telling them that I am a UK resident, at least from today's date. up to today's date, not from today's date. So anyway, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. Another rant, that is. I always seem to be ranting these days. So bye for now.